Alright guys, we're gonna paper trade this right here. I already took a trade, so this trade would not be the best. Okay, it's reacting like a motherfucker, bro. Only because the fact that we already took it out, we took out our liquidity on NQ. I'm gonna put it right here. Like this is, you know, a valid setup, but it's not a valid trade in my eyes. We still do have Asia on ES here, which, you know, in turn would make NQ seek lower also, but at the same time, it's like right there, man. They could easily just wick that shit and then go higher. Reason for this, see, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work out. Nobody get taken out here. Yeah, their SMT right there too. Yeah, it's time to bail out. But yeah, reason for that trade was, you know, that, like I said, it was a valid setup, but it's just not the best trade for me, to be honest. That's why we're pepper trading it. Like I said, reason for this, yeah, SMT's right here. Only missing is we ain't tapping into fair value. If we tapped into this fair value, that would have been A plus. Well, I'd say A because we don't have the targets for NQ. But I'd say that was an A minus trade right there. Still a good trade. Like, you know, 10 out of 10 times I would take that trade if we had a valid target. But we didn't. Yeah, we tapped into this order block here. We SMT would have been better if we had a fair value. I mean, we do have a fair value in 30-second, but which I guess you could also count. But you know, if you were to see that fair value, that same fair value in 1 minute or 5, that would be even better. So let's see here. Let's see if they're gonna do it here. If you tag this fair value right here, and then start pulling back, then this would be a good trade. See, I'm not really liking this because, like I said, I don't have a target here. We already took out what we needed to. And if you look at this fucking candle right here, she ain't got no wick. We can easily run that shit. We're still bullish as fuck. If you look at it daily, we closed bullish as hell. You know, so you know, we still have this previous day's high up here too. So we can easily just fucking continue going higher here after taking these out. Currently have an SMT going on here. We both took out Asia, but we're still SMTing this. Yeah, that trade is working out though, bro. Like I said, like I always say in my videos, if anybody's even watching them, your safe stop is always going to be the swing high or swing low, but I like to have my stops like here. More times than not, it works out, but you know, this one of those times that it didn't. And at the same time, like, you know, looking at price, yeah, like I had a valid reason to think I was gonna get stopped out there anyway. But yeah, it's actually really good. We got SMT inside of fair value. We got your CIS. We didn't have a CISD. We did have an inversion right here. Very tiny inversion. But it's probably, if we have a target down here, you can still take this trade here. You know what? We gonna do it. You know what? No, hold on. I don't know. I don't know how low this is gonna pull here. Oh wait. I might know how. Okay. Okay. Still not sure. Yeah, we didn't even get the chance to go break even on this trade, so it's still being drawdown on this one. If we had a tap right here, and then that would have been nice. Well, this thing is still going, bro. But this is how the risk would look if I were to put it at the swing. Which obviously, like I say, swing high, swing low is always gonna be your safest stop. Something about this is telling me it's not gonna continue going lower. It's for one, we're in this big ass fair value. Two, we're still extremely bullish. And three, we already took out all the session lows. Which is why this shit is, it's slowing down, bro. But let me switch my thing here. I took a trade here. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a chase because I was downstairs trying to make some coffee, and I was like, because at this point we were right here. We had London, Asia here. I was like, okay. And it was like around like 9:28. I was like, all right, if price is aggressively moving towards those lows right there, I'm gonna have to take a quick trade. Like meaning like 30-second taps, 15-second taps. I try not to go for 15, but yeah. So yeah. Where was it at? Wait, okay. So yeah, entered right here. I chased it. I'm not gonna lie. Entered two, three micros. I mean, 3 micros, and then price is pulling back, and we had this fucking no wick candle. I was like, oh shit, they might want to run that, so I gotta trim half of it. So I took half, and then just let the rest run. As soon as I saw this happen here, it's very minute, but it matters for these type of situations. When price is aggressively moving towards, these lows here, like the littlest shit like this really matters, man. Like after it takes out all of that shit though, then yeah, you don't want to be focusing on that because it's not gonna work. Well, we had that shit right there. We had tiny SMT, and really I think that was it, man. Yeah, that was the only thing there. Now I went to the 15. Obviously, I saw price invert this. As soon as it did that, I kept adding more and more. And then, yep, I took it down to Asia. Wait, wow, bro. Okay, hold on. So yeah, as you guys can see, the executions there. There it goes. So let's see here. Let's go back. So yeah, right here. This is the only thing here. No, we really had. As soon as I saw this, and then we had inversion right there. It's like, yeah, okay. Then I added more and more, and target Asia. And that's about it. But this shit is kind of slowing down now. Like, sure, you could probably squeeze in some more like shorts here, but I don't have a definitive target here, so I really can't participate in this. The next targets are like all the way down here, man. Yeah, we got London right here, and we got Asia right here. So yeah, next target's all the way down here. I mean, they might go down there. I just, I can't say yeah until we get close to it. Once we get close to it, then I can say for sure we get into it. And we also have a gap right here, man. Yeah, we can easily still recover higher. But it's looking like if we do that, it's gonna be a slow grind because we're already burning to the because around like if we get to late 1030s, I mean late 10s or middle 10 or to late 10, and then we're still on the low end of this new range that we just made, then if we are gonna continue going higher, it's gonna be a slow grind. But if we get some speed right now, then we might be able to see these highs up here. At the very least, this candle right here. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. Okay, you got a chance to go break even here, so probably get hit break even right now. Yep. So you got hit break even on that trade. If you had a problem, the what do you call it? The standard stop. Like I said, the way I put my stops is a little different, but it's obviously your safe stop would be at the swing. Always gonna be at the swing. I'm probably done for the day, man. There's no reason for me to keep pushing. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry with these accounts. It's like, I could try to hurry. I could fucking size up heavy as hell and pass these accounts fast, but I'm trying to achieve consistency here. I need to be able to do this day in and day out, because I'm still having those feelings. Like, I don't know what it is. When market about to open, my heart be pounding, bro. I don't know why. I'm really not scared, man. It's just how my body is reacting to this shit for some reason. I hate it, man. Like, after I'm done with everything, though, I'm relaxed as hell right now. Just like right now, I'm relaxed as hell. But literally before market open, like, I'm always nervous, and I don't know why the fuck I feel that way. Like, I wasn't feeling good before this shit, bro. Like, honestly, I felt like shit. Now that I'm done trading, I feel good. Look at that shit. Got tapped for break even right there, and then immediately it went back lower. And that's just how it's gonna be, man. And you got another SMT right here. If there's like a fair value in the lower time frame there, see, I don't know. Even if there was, I don't know if I would count that, because I want the fair value to be in the same time frame the SMT happens. You know, this is also an SMT in this time frame, not to be fair. And we are inside this fair value here, so I guess you can say that's valid. You see, if we had a clear target down here, I would take this trade. You know what, we're gonna take it, because I feel like this thing still has some squeeze in it, man. Because we should have started fucking. Yeah, we should have started reversing from now, like already. The fact that it's not, it's telling me that we can still get something out of this. It's gonna be higher risk, obviously, but we're gonna take the risk. We're not SMTing, which is good. Don't like that at all. If we get a closure above this, I'm closing the trade here. Where's a 1-to-1 here? Okay, I'm gonna put my 1-to-1 right there. So in these type of situations, you're gonna want to fucking break even fast. I really should have my stop here, but yeah, nah. I don't like the way these candles are forming, bro. Mind you guys, these are not trades I would normally take, okay? Which is why I'm fucking paper trading it. These are the same setups, but they're not the same trades. You know, there's a difference. There's an aspect missing here. You know, I'm gonna move my shit a little bit to that 15-minute high right there. See, so we got that right there. You know what I'm saying? I got that inversion. And also, but I'm gonna cut it. We get a closure above here. If we close above there, I'm cutting that trade. Now I'm gonna have to. Ooh, we're probably gonna close above this. For sure, we're gonna close above this. Join bid here. Wait. also trying to ooh, okay. I'm also trying to get myself used to, doing a bid and ask because it gives you a better feel. Sometimes I get it mixed up. Sometimes I try to get out of a trade, like for this example, a sell trade, and I end up pressing ask. So that's me adding more to the fucking trade. So yeah. In this case, I can't add more because this is the max I can put, but. We haven't had like a 5 minute tab, bro. And look, we're really exhausting here too. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't really have that much faith in this trade, to be honest. I'm gonna try to anticipate this closure above here. If you close above here, I'm closing this trade. If you also SMT any of these lows and then react, closing the trade. I'm gonna have to adjust my risk here. Okay. Now I'm gonna move my stops. Yeah, move it right there. And I'm gonna move my risk because this was pretty much where I was risking at, right? Put it 1-to-1 right there. 36, so 72. 72, 1-to-2. There you go. This would be a very solid trade, man. I mean, this is a really solid setup. I can't say it's a solid trade, but it's a really solid setup. But look, this trade is still, let's just pretend that we were still in this here. We're about to hit TP on this bitch. So pretty much when we TP, I'm gonna go break even. TP on the hypothetical trade. I ain't gonna lie, if we clear this low here, clear this low on ES, you might be able to get something like a nice long, a nice short. Okay, what? 10 o'clock just opened. Let's hope we don't get wicked here. If you get a closure here, I'm cutting it. Do we have anything going on here? No, we don't. Now look at them. They loading up on longs. Look at that TP, but a hit for this trade here. TP, but it hits. Okay, I need ES to take out that wick. Okay, they did it nice. Yeah, if we were still in this trade, TP is pretty much about to get hit here. Let's see. TP smashed. Okay, not yet. Boom, TP hit. Okay, we go break even for this trade here. Let's see if we can keep flushing lower, bro. I mean, we have the 9 o'clock low right here. We could take it. We could take it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, they want to take that bitch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we gonna secure some right here. We gonna move that bitch right there. Cause I don't want, I don't want to see it going back all the way up there. Bro, a quick wick lower is very possible here. Let's see if they do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, this is what I mean. Like, I ain't got no targets right here, right? But the fact that, we had clear buy setup here too. The fact that we didn't immediately start fucking reversing after taking all this bitch out right here tells me that there's still something down here that they want to take. And look, after taking all this, they still dropped like 130 points. It's not the best price action, but it's still, you still navigate it. Might get hit for this trail here though, which is cool. I'm cool with that. Even if I was really in this trade, yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, especially if you close above this, we're gonna get trailed out. I wouldn't re-enter though, because like I said, I don't have a target here. And we just SMT 9 a.m. low. Right here. Not really anything of significance, but it's, it's something. Well, yeah, actually it is. It is significant here. Oh, you got an SMT right there. Yeah, we're probably gonna get trailed out here, and we haven't retraced. Wait, we did. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh shit. That makes this trade even more valid, bro. I didn't even notice that. Wow. So this trade was valid here, but this was even more valid. This trade that I just took. Wait, hold on. Right here. These two right here. Pretty much right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the best entry for this would have been like this. Stops above here. Yeah, that's actually valid as fuck. Damn, that's a good ass trade. I just noticed that shit. Valid trade, but still missing a key aspect, which is the draw. I don't have a clear draw on that trade, but it's still good. But that was like an A+ setup. Not an A+ trade, but an A+ setup. Like I said, I'm missing the draw liquidity for that. I don't know if I'll re-enter on this. Like an inversion here. If we hit with the hold on, 89.50. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm re-entering. Like I said, guys, I would not normally take this, but we're paper trading here, so I am gonna take it. Every valid setup I see, I'm gonna take. This is a valid setup. You know, since this is more on the riskier side, if we get a closure above that, we're cutting it. Oh, whoa. We might not even be able to have the chance to cut it. It's very important to wait for the closure. A lot of times there might be, you know, you might get stopped out before getting the opportunity to see a closure. But yeah, you have to wait for the closure. Yeah, like this for sure. Okay, hold on. I don't want to speak too soon. Look, they keep closing inside. Now we have an SMT with this shit right here. If we get a nice move lower here, this high would be the stop loss. Okay, I think they're. Yeah, we're making low resistance liquidity here, which is good. That's what you want to see. Did we invert that? Okay, we inverted it pretty strongly too, so. Yeah, for sure, if we get a closure here, we're gonna get stopped. Because we're doing all this back and forth movement here. You know what I'm saying? They're you know, being very reluctant on closing above here. But once they do that, they're probably gonna run this high. 80% chance they're going to. So that's why we're gonna take it off there. That's not to like, you know, mistake it for like me not following my rules and stick to my stops. You know, yeah, I stick to my stops, but it just depends on the situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially since this trade, like I said, it's a good setup, really good setup, but I wouldn't say it's a good trade. Oof. Okay, they're SMT. I just need ES to catch up here. I don't want to see dramatic reaction out of that. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, give us that 1-to-1 so we can go break even. If we close above here, it's over. Wait, shit. I don't want to press that on accident. It's gonna be the last trade of the day. I'm gonna end this recording here. It's a little too. Okay, hold on. Okay, a little too long now. Get me out of that. We CASD. I don't want to be in that no more. But yeah, the reason for that trade was retap 1 minute, get your inversion. Yeah, that's about it. That's really that was the setup right there. You know, your typical continuation, but we've already expanded lower so much today, and you know we haven't really had on NQ at least we haven't had any 5 minute taps or whatever. So yeah, just why it's being very reluctant here. Oh wow, this shit's still working. Oh sheesh. I think my TP was at 104. Let's see if they hit it. Yeah, right there. Oh my god, they about to hit that shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. Damn, another TP hit. Nah, I'm not even mad at that, to be honest. Because I didn't like the fact that we just aggressively, you know, CASD'd that. Because, yeah, the last line of defense was here, you know, after this move lower, and then we got another move higher here. Like, to me, the chances of price closing above here and then eventually taking us out was heightened at that point. And like I said, we've already expanded so much today that, you know, the likelihood of that happening isn't really too far-fetched, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible. So yeah, I can't be mad at that at all. And I also don't have a clear target here. We're nearing these lows though. But yeah, that's about it though, man. Just gonna see your typical continuations, bro. This is about the only 5 minute tap we have for today, and it's on ES. We never had a 5 minute tap on NQ. And we also had a 5 minute here. We could also, it would have easily been able to tap that. It would have actually been better if they tapped it. That would have made this trade more valid. Yeah. I kind of wish they tapped it, man. You know what? I might have to stick around for a bit more because we're nearing London here. That's gonna be our next target. Okay, we've already tapped into a lot of shit here. We already took out a lot of draws, and we already moved lower so fucking long, so much today. So, gonna have to wait for at least a 1 minute. 1 minute on tap here. But at the rate this is moving now, we might not get that. Let's see. Look at this shit. No retracements at all. This is really the only retracement we had here. Everything else, it's just back and forth, but for the most part, what the fuck? This thing is just dropping, bro. I can't get an entry. The fuck? Hold on, man. This would have been. This is the only entry we had right here. Bro, we can't get an entry. Give us a tap here. Give us a tap right here. Whoa. Okay, we got You got that. We tagged London. Can pretty much go break even here. We about to tag Asia. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, I was tempted on taking that on my Lucid, but at the same time, bro, I don't know, man. We already took out so much, bro. And maybe if this was a 1 minute tab, then yeah, I would have took it. But nah. Damn, what is going on today, though, man? We finished the day so bullish, and we just reverted back. That's actually fucking insane. This is what I mean, though, man. Like with shorts and long, look, with shorts we already ran so much, right? But it's still so aggressive. With longs, typically with longs, if we already ran higher, a lot of times they slow down and try to reaccumulate. Shorts, on the other hand, is different. This shit just keeps dropping. Look, this trade ran for 1 to 6, 1 to 6, 1 to 6. Wow, it's actually fucking insanity, man. Damn, kind of sucks I didn't get to participate in this here. Damn, bro, this was, wow, what is going on, bro? What the fuck? We got a 1 hour right here. We can tag this because we still have Asia for ES. There goes the entry. There was the entry right there. But man, with this type of shit though, I would have to be chasing it. Cause look, I'm on a 15-second fucking time frame, bro. Not once did we have a 1 minute tap. Like I really try not to go to the seconds time frame, especially if you already ran so much. So you know what? No, I can't be mad. I can't be mad I couldn't participate. Because to be honest, if I did participate, I'm breaking my rules. Because my rules was, as long as we haven't ran so much, or we haven't taken out, a draw on liquidity, yeah, I can go on the second time frame and look for a trade. But if we already did, we need to wait for a 1 minute. Yeah, no, I can't be mad, man. Can't be mad I couldn't participate on that shit. Yeah, at this point here, I wouldn't be shorting. Yeah, I wouldn't be shorting this. They're probably gonna start slowing down here. But what the fuck is going on today, though, man? I still don't know what's going on today. Since 9:30, bro, we had no wick on that candle, man. That's actually insane. We ran, oh my goodness, pretty much 400. Let's just round it up to 400. My entry was at 327 right here. Bro, it really don't matter. It's a fucking eval. But man, that's insane. Damn, bro, this is what is going on today, bro? What? Oh wait, how long have I been in here? 40 minutes. Wow. Yeah, nah. Okay, let's just go over the trade. The valid trades. First valid trade here. Get your reaction right there. Enter. Second one. You get your, I think your inversion down here somewhere. Same one, same. Pretty much. Oh, they're all the same things. All the same trades. Boom, 1 or 2 hit right there. That's if I took this trade here. What makes this trade so good also is, got that right there. Joe inversion, boom, enter, boom. Yeah. It's really nice. Really nice. But I think that's it for me, man. This trade, this recording is too long, so I'll see you guys in the next one.